Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamlined Legal, where we help law firms get their act together and help their clients succeed. Today I want to talk to you about a feature that a lot of you have in your practice management software, or rather in your intake software, that you're probably not using, and it's awesome. It will absolutely give you all kinds of great information to base decisions on. So the feature that I'm talking about is a little field that you'll find either in Clio Grow or Lexicata or Lawmatics. They all have it, and it's called value. And basically it allows us to put in a value of what we think that client is worth, how much money we'll make from working with that client. And of course, once we have this information across all of our potential clients and all of our clients that have hired us, then we're able to better determine how much and when we're going to get paid, which of course is an awesome thing to know as a small business, to be able to predict that kind of thing. And so this is where I lose some people, and they say, well, I don't charge flat fees, so I can't do that. And that's not true. Of course, if you charge a flat fee, that number, that value of what the case is worth, is very easy to determine. So you put in the flat fee that you're charging. Even if you're charging payment plans, then it's also easy to figure out. Just add up the payment plans and go ahead and put in that value. But if you're charging an hourly amount, I would highly recommend that you go back and take a look at the amount of money that you've been charging over the last year on these cases. So for example, if you're working hourly on a will or a trust or a probate matter, go back and look at all your wills and trusts and probate matters and figure out what the average is, what you've been charging over the last year or two. It won't take you that long, and it's going to be some really great information. From there, you can use that as an average, and you can say, okay, well, every time I have this type of case, I'm going to enter this value. It may not be exact, but it sure is going to be a lot closer than just guessing out of thin air. So I would highly encourage you, even if you're billing hourly, to go ahead and find those averages so that you can use that value field in your software. And the key thing is to go ahead and train your staff on this. A lot of times I see this field going unused only because the staff doesn't know what to do with it or what it's for or how to use it. So make sure that you're training your staff, or whoever it is that's inputting these matters into Lexicata, Lawmatics, Clio Grow. Make sure they know what to use that space for, and make sure they know your averages. Make a list of your case averages for them to use in the future. So I really think this information is going to be helpful for you. The one last scenario that I'll talk about is if you're charging with a contingency fee. Those can be a little trickier, right? However, again, if you've been doing this for some time, or at least a year or two, you have some data to go back and look at and figure out, okay, this is the type of case it was, and this is how much money that we made. And use those averages to help you guesstimate, as opposed to just coming up with numbers out of thin air. So once you have those averages, make sure your staff knows about them, make sure they know how to use them, put them in the software, and then see what kind of information that's going to give you. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to predict how much and when that money is going to be coming into your firm. So I hope that helps. I hope that I see you guys using that field in the future, and I'll chat with you soon. Thanks. Have a great evening.